Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, if there is something that excites me as a collector, it's when I discover a new company. And something, normally as collectors, we kind of circle around the same things all the time, the same companies, the same product, the same franchises. But when you find something different and, refreshing, that it has nothing to do with what you normally collect, it is good. I don't know. It feels good to see that this hobby is just wider and bigger than what I think. So one of those companies is Infinite Statue, an Italian-based company that now it's being distributed by Sideshow Collectibles. But they've been in the market for quite some time, producing stuff based on cinema and European cartoons and comics and some other things, pop culture. And I really love what they're producing. So in this video, I want to break down the stuff that is now available through Sideshow. I want to break down the good and the bad. And also want to point out the stuff that this company is producing. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm here at Sideshow's website and I'm going to have the link in the description for those who are interested for the Infinite Statue Collectibles. This is a company from Italy again, and this company, it's producing some fantastic stuff, particularly based on characters from cinema. And we're going to talk about the pre-orders they have. They got the Abbott and Costello, who's on first, and John Wayne, which I'm a big fan of that piece. This is the one that really turned my head, but they also have other things that have for sale for the company. They have the Humphrey Bogart, Steve McQueen, very nice pieces. Peter Sellers, James Dean, and they had a wait list full for Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. But these are 1/6 scales. But this is what they have. It doesn't mean that this is everything the company produces. We're going to look at the website by the end of the video. We're going to look at the website and the other products they have. But this is what they have available at Sideshow. But here we're going to look at Abbott and Costello, who's on first, a classic depiction, a classic film. It's a $420. It's limited edition. It's to be disclosed, so there's no edition size yet. You can pre-order. You can choose the payment plan. According to this, arrives next year between January and March. But here, before we go into the pictures, it says, in the world of cinema, the comedy duo has always been one of the best loved routines. The great pairs of comedy actors are the result of special alchemy, a unique harmony between two very different personalities. In fact, it is precisely this diversity that becomes the focal point and special magic of their art. But Abbott, William Alexander Abbott, 1995-1974, and Lou Costello, Louis Francis Costello, 1906 to 1959, made their debut on Broadway in 1936 and reached cinema stardom in the 1940s and 50s, making as many as 36 films that broke box office records and many television appearances and sketches that have become part of history of comedy. Even though the film that they made for Universal comprised some of their best known performances, there's one sketch dedicated to baseball that has become part of American legend and has spawned a catchphrase that celebrated who's on first. Considered as one of the most famous sketches of all time, Abbott and Costello will always be part of the select company of the finest comedy duo ever. Their most famous comedy routine ever inspired many comedians after them, and the duo made over 20 versions. Sideshow and Infinite Statue are proud to present the Abbott and Costello Who's on First 1/6 scale statue from the Old and Rare series. We took inspiration from the 1945 cinema version in which they played characters in an early 20th century setting. It is said that during the filming for this scene, the entire crew was unable to stifle their laughter, which can be heard in the original audio recording. These two performers are Abbott and Costello. This is the history of cinema. This is pure comedy by two unsurpassable, never excel artists. Oh wow, that's pretty good. The artist is George Nagelov, Jerry DiTullio is the painter, Fabio Berruti is the art director, and of course the dimensions and all of that. So now let's look at these pictures, man. Love this. And of course, this is based on a film, but at the same time, you have to realize that back in those years, they are, in this case, the artist doesn't have any. The only point of references they have is the movie and photographs. That's all. They don't have any more references. So when you have to translate something to 3D to make it look right, man, you need a craft. You need to be very good at what you do, really transforming something. Nowadays, a lot of the, the statues that we get is because they have been 3D model, of course, and the modern technology they use, they use many different cameras, different angles to create the 3D models. As they use in order to create so many 3D renderings for the films, in this case, for the MCU, for DC, for whatever. But back in the day, they didn't have this technology. So the artist is just relying on a picture or in a film, pretty much an old film, black and white, to come up with this. Really. And this is really a mastery of the craft. I really love the base is very exquisite. It's very elegant. I really play so well with these characters. I look in the back. This is something that is not coming up in the pictures. So how in the world are they able to, to really done it, that it looks right? That really speaks volumes of the artist and his craft, or her craft. In this case, it's a gentleman, so definitely speaks volumes of his craft and the people, in this case, Infinite Statue. Really nice. And I really like that. You would say, well, why is it that it's not color? I really like it because it really it pays homage to, in this case, black and white cinema, and in this case, to that image that is engraved in history. So I really like that. Definitely, there's a lot of detail, as you can see, even in the clothing. It's a 1/6 scale, but I do see even detail in his pants. Well done. Love the shoes. Again, I love the wooden floor. I don't know if this is going to be wood or it's going to be, in this case, a porcelain or anything like that, but it does have the effect of wood and it's painted like it. Love that. Really love the expression. Definitely love the expression. Really nice. Costello looks great right there. Love that, even everything, the detail in his clothing, all of that, the buttons, all of that. There's some simplicity in this piece, but it's so well done that definitely, in my opinion, that's what makes this price, unique. I actually think the price is fair. It's good. It's a 1/6 scale. And I know that it's not for everyone, but I know the people that will love this. This will be a fantastic gift. If you're, in this case, if your father, your parent, your grandparents, or whoever really loves these characters and love this cinema, this will be the perfect Father's Day's gift. And I really like it. Definitely, this is something that my father would appreciate very, very much. Now, moving to the one that my father would love even more than Abbott and Costello would be John Wayne. He was, and he's still is, because he's still alive, a big fan of Westerns. He loved, as a kid, we watched so many Westerns. And there's no more quintessential image of Westerns than John Wayne. And this piece looks terrific. It's $650. Again, the edition size is to be disclosed. You can pre-order now and choose the payment plan, and arrives between January and March of next year. And we're gonna read this. In the far west, many dreams and fantasies have been lived out. Episodes that have been vividly evoked on film for so many years that the records of the earliest movies of this type had virtually been lost. They were fueled by American history with its momentous conflicts, battles, violence, conquests, and comebacks, in which myths have developed almost to the point of becoming legends. The world of Westerns has also created legends of its own, and probably the most famous and indestructible of all is that of John Wayne. He has become an indisputable icon, not just of American and international cinema, but of an unmistakable filmmaking approach. His expression and his large, imposing physique made him a monument of character and a model of style. John Wayne is the Old West. He, more than any other actor, is the incarnation of a whole cinema genre. Welcome to the West. Sideshow and Infinite Statue present the John Wayne 1/6 scale statue from the Old and Rare collection. This is a sculpture project that required more time and effort than for virtually all the others that we had previously made. The study of details developed directly from the John Wayne archives enables us to obtain absolute accuracy in both historical and technical aspects. The notable size of an equestrian statue in this format, featuring John Wayne himself, a man 193 centimeters tall, he was pretty tall, over 6 feet, make it a true cult object for everyone who loves cinema and a great actor of Wayne's caliber. Nothing comparable dedicated to the world of Westerns had ever been created before. Brand, of course, the John Wayne Infinite Statue. The artist is Fabio Berruti, is the art director. Daniel Danco Angelosi is the sculptor. Fantastic job. And Dario Barbera is the painter, and Alvis Ardengi is the paint. And of course, you see all the dimensions. Love this piece, man. This is, to me, if I have to choose between this and Abbott and Costello, I'll go for this. This is classic, and it is so well done, and I really love it. Man, this is the type of gift that I would give to my dad, you know, just like that. I will just purchase just to give to my dad, and probably I will. Really like this piece. It's amazing. Really love it. It's well done. And again, the artist is based on the archives and photographs and all that just to come up with a 3D rendition of this, and it has done a fantastic job. The paint job is amazing. The horse looks amazing. The base looks amazing. This is a beautiful statue and worth the price, in my opinion. Look at that. Even he has his rifle right there. Wow. Super nice. I really love this. Wow. Look at that. Man, the expression, even the, you know, in this case, the beard, that then the color, you know, you can see that, you know, everything looks so terrific. The horse looks great. The eyes of the horse. Man, that's a 30-30. Yeah, that's what it is. Man, lever action. Wow. Wow. Really love this one. I'm amazed by this one. Another one that took my breath away was the Weta, the Masters Collection, the Gandalf and Frodo with the horse and all, and the carriage. That one took my breath away. This one at the same level. These are amazing pieces of work, pieces of art. This is great art. This is mastery right here. Love that. Wow. It's amazing. Look at that. It is him all through. You can see it through everything. Look at that. Wow. Well done. Look at that. Even the, even his belt, even all that, you know, man, the pants, the vest, the boots, the detail in his pants, the texture in the pants. The horse looks terrific. This is a phenomenal piece. Man, love that. His revolver looks super cool. Look at that. Well done. I think this is probably rope, real rope. I don't think it's sculpted, but it's fine. Adds to the detail. Man, this piece has so much detail. So well done. Look at that. This is terrific. And yes, this is not going to fit on in, you know, most people's collection, and that's fine. It doesn't have to. I even love this one. They put a can of tomato. And this is actually, if I can see by just the name and everything, this is Italian tomato can. But man, it looks great. And actually the can looks terrific. Instead of having the apple and all that, it looks like, you know, it kind of fits well with this, you know, with the era. And man, look at that base. That base is terrific. I love the detail, and the paint is well done. Man, I'm so impressed with this. It is an amazing piece of art, and whoever owns this is going to pretty much have in his or her hands a real treasure. All right, guys, now I'm here on Infinite Statues website, and I will have the link in the description for those who are interested. And as you can see right there, it says in 2017 they celebrated the 10th anniversary. So the company is what, 12, 13 years old. And they also distribute internationally, but of course now Sideshow is doing it for them as well, which is good if you are more confident or more comfortable purchasing through Sideshow. But here they have a wide array of products, and you can go through all the stuff they produce. Here's Bud Spencer, one of my favorite comedians, Italian comedian, and he was in so many spaghetti westerns, and also with Terrence Hill. They were terrific. And man, Abbott and Costello, as you can see, man, this company, and this website is also in English, so you don't have problem if you don't understand Italian. You don't have to worry about it. They also have it in English, and it's amazing what they produce. And as you can see, when you go to the products, they have different series. They got the Cars Legacy collection. This is primarily like vehicles of, you know, famous movies and stuff, like Bud Spencer on Dune. Buggy is a 1/18, which is a perfect size for me because I love 1/18. I'm a collector of 1/18 scale. So this is perfect, as you can see right there. And they have this one, the Fantosi Bianchina. I'm not good with Italian, but And they also have the All on Rare. This is the one that they're selling right now, of course, through Sideshow. They got Leonard Nimoy as Captain Spock. Cool. Humphrey Bogart. So they have so many different collectibles, as you can see. A lot of great pieces, and primarily they concentrate on that. But they're also, you know, based on Italian cinema, but also on comics, as you can see. And primarily a lot of popular European comics, like you have Lupin the Third. Of course, this is the anime, the classic anime, but it was very, very popular, of course, in Europe. And they also have, for example, Diabolic. Those are sold out, so you can actually go and look at the stuff they have produced in the past. A lot of stuff that is really popular in Europe. Many characters are popular there, and different things. But definitely the All on Rare, to me, it's probably the top of the line, or the things that I really consider the most artistic or more complicated to produce because of all the little detail. And definitely, in my opinion, those are terrific. And I do see a bright future for this company coming forward. Well, guys, there you have it. I would say that I'm amazed and surprised by this company. This company is doing something totally different than everyone else. And of course, now everyone, you know, is trying to get into that pie of Marvel, DC, or Star Wars. But this company is just producing a quality product, a very elegant product that really, it's timeless, you know, with these characters that have been in cinema, have been so impactful to the pop culture in so many different ways. And the company really has a really vast line of products. So I'm glad that now we can get to see it, you know, outside of Europe, outside of Italy, we can get to see here in North America and around the world. And I definitely really like what they're producing. It's not for everyone. Not everyone can have this or would like to have this alongside of, you know, in this case, a Wolverine or a Spider-Man. But I know that there are people out there that will find so much value in these products because they're timeless and they're great, and the quality, it seems to be pretty much up there with everything else, with the, you know, in this case, with whatever first class we have out there in the market right now. But what is your opinion? What do you think about these pieces? What do you think about this company? Do you have any experience with it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.